Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a great day today because I believe these news regarding the latest update coming to BLR will make it even better for you. Now, we've got a lot to go over from changes coming to both Loki and King, as well as a possible start for MVP animations being added to Blue Lock Rivals. Now I won't waste any time, so let's get right into it. First off, we have confirmation that the next update will finally bring some changes for King, who, as you all know, despite receiving a rework, was quite disliked within the community for his animation quality. The update description also confirmed quite a few more things. First off, Loki style will receive the first part of his tweaks, which will include a new MVP animation for him. Here is what the animation will look like.
You were all amazing. Until I showed up.
I think the animation looks quite good in all honesty. Let me know in the comments, what do you all think about the quality? The devs have also mentioned that Loki will get an entirely new sound design for his awakening as well as more quality of life changes. They have also given an example for the possibility of a new voice actor voicing the Styles awakening as well as its cutscenes. Let's take a look.
Is too slow!
I feel like this could open up the possibility of them making non-Blue Lock styles with unique voice actors. This was already hinted by the devs putting out a survey about adding licensed real-life players in the future. I think this could be a good idea for the future of the game and a way for the developers to continue to release new content that isn't just variants of already existing characters like Isagi and Nell Isagi. Next up, the update description also mentions some rebalances as well as major bug fixes. If you have seen my latest video, you'll know that I pointed out how Miro's dev team has been improving in certain aspects, with balance being one of those key improvements. This has been a major issue throughout Blue Lock Rivals due to how unbalanced certain styles like Kunigami, Yukimiya, Nell Isagi, and Nell Rin were initially. It's rather important that we're getting more attention to how well-balanced these styles are now moving forward. All right, that should be enough yapping about balancing. Let's move to the next info. They've mentioned that we'll be getting a Q&A video soon, which should give us a good idea of what the devs are planning for the future of the game. It will also likely clear up the rumors about Chrollo returning to BLR and Miro leaving, which I believe both to be false, as they've mentioned several times that Miro has not left and that Chrollo will not be returning. I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos online about Chrollo and how his return has been hinted, or how the game is being worked on by new developers. These are all false, as the game is still being worked on by the same team, only exception being that someone else is in charge of community relations. Now, I'm not throwing shade at any content creator here. I respect their content and the efforts they put into their work. However, keep in mind that Chrollo is currently working on several other games that would make it quite difficult for him to properly work on BLR without having low effort or rushed updates, which is the reason he left the game to begin with. Let's quickly go over every game Chrollo is working on so you can get an idea of how difficult it would be for him to return as the owner of Blue Lock Rivals. First, Basketball Zero, which is the main project he's working on currently. Mugen, Demon Slayer-inspired game, which is releasing this week. Volleyball Zero is also currently in development. Lastly, Project M, which is the next big project that Chrollo is working on and will be announced sometime soon. As you can see, it's clear that Chrollo is quite busy with his other projects and would likely not be able to return to Blue Lock Rivals in the way most people are hoping. Now, that's not to say he simply can't ever return to work on the game. While he always could come back and support the development of Blue Lock Rivals, it would be extremely difficult for him to be the owner for the game, given how many other projects he has to work on. I hope this helps clear things up a little. I know how difficult it could be to know what's actually happening, given all the fake rumors being spread online about the game and its developers. Best thing for the community to do moving forward is be clear with their criticisms with the game, rather than simply asking they get replaced by someone else. Now let's take a look at the possible changes King might be receiving during the next update. We already know that he will be getting an entirely new awakening animation, as the current one is quite disliked due to its animation quality. We could also possibly see some changes to his base moveset, as most players seem to find King quite underwhelming. Now we know King is getting his refresh, as he was the winner for one of the polls they put out, which gives us an idea for what the update after King's refresh might be. The second poll they had put out mentions which old style should get a rework or refresh, and Nagi had crushed that poll, as you can see on the screen. I believe this means that the update after this week might be a full rework for Nagi, given that current Nagi is rather old and outdated to receive a refresh, as he's lacking in both animation quality and overall moveset. For those who are wondering what the difference between a rework and a refresh is a smaller change to a moveset which could include some animation changes, as well as one or two new abilities. A good example of a refresh is Otoya, who received an entirely new awakening animation, a shooting skill, and one new awakening skill. With that said, I think the game is heading in a much better direction overall, with the developers choosing to work on some of the older styles. Who knows, maybe Sei can finally get that divine destruction move Chrollo forgot about. I know Sei mains are still waiting for that to this day. Lastly, let me know what you all are most excited for moving forward. I wouldn't mind a Shido rework, honestly. He was the winner of one of the older polls, but he never got that much needed update to his moveset. Also, let me know if you think MVP animations should stay for Master Rarity only, or if they should start giving every style their own MVP animations. Despite his horrible, and I mean horrible, rates, I do believe Loki as a style feels like it deserves to be master class, given how unique it is from his unique stance and running animations, as well as his overall animation quality. However, with that being said, it's time to wrap things up. I hope this video was worth your time and was helpful in letting you all know about the future of this game. Make sure to like and subscribe if it was helpful. And as always, comment down below your thoughts. I would love to hear what you all think, especially the conversations y'all had under my previous video. You guys made a lot of great points, which I will go over very soon. Also, let me know if you have any questions below. I could try to go over them in a future video. Of course, I wish you the best of luck in your roles and take care.